It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Boston Celtics in Boston. So for the Celtics, their last game, a win against the Hornets in Charlotte. Feeling confident after a runaway win. We'll see if they carry over some of that momentum. Guys, let's dig into some of the players who might be, less known to the viewers and talk about some of the more underrated players in the league. Who would be your picks? Underrated guys.
I like Paul Millsap. I think he's underrated. I think his value to the team. There's a bunch of guys on that Atlanta team that's underrated. Markieff Morris down up there in Phoenix. A lot of people, because the Suns aren't in the playoffs, they don't get the opportunity to see how good a player he is. And Shaq, who do you think?
Well, I'm gonna go with my underrated starting five. At the point, I'm gonna go with Isaiah Thomas.
Ooh.
At the 2, I got Goran Dragic.
Wow.
At 3, Kawhi Leonard.
Wow.
4, Draymond Green.
Okay.
And 5, my guy, DeMarcus Big Cuz
How
Cousins.
can he be underrated? He made the All-Star team.
And how can Kawhi Leonard be underrated
default.
when he was a Finals MVP?
He's not
By
underrated.
default, he is underrated because we don't talk about him a lot.
Well,
Who doesn't?
We don't.
We do.
They're not commercial guys, meaning they don't have TV commercials.
So they're underrated. Everybody knows about
Those guys could sell products.
them. I stand corrected again.
Yeah, well, get used to it. We'll see you next time.
Should put them on the cover of 2K.
I'm not going that far.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Looking at Boston, they took a win in their last game against the Charlotte Hornets. And that result, guys, was a real shock. It was just about as complete a dominant performance as we've seen them.
And they may have been on the road, but you know what? They nullified any home court disadvantage in that game by how well they shot it from 3.
Shooting can always be a great equalizer. I mean, when you shoot like that from outside, it really makes winning on the road a lot easier.
Here we go.
So Cleveland will get the first possession. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's LeBron in at the small forward. Mozgov with the block. LeBron James on the wing. Wide open look. And he jams it with authority.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy.
Turner kicks to Zeller. Bradley, no one around him. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Well, last season would be one where Kevin Love played a different role, saw his numbers decline, but that was, I think, especially with LeBron and Kyrie, much better players than he ever had in Minnesota. That was to be expected.
It's a great point, Kevin. And Love dropped about 10 points per game in terms of his output. The field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage was down, but still, he traded it all to be on a winning team. And I really feel like his numbers will start to go up as he makes the adjustment to playing with great players.
Good point. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Stolen by Smart. And it's Zeller atop the key. Tries it from 9. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Zeller's got his first 2 points.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Turner against James. Love the pass to Irving. Back to Love. Cleveland moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Smith for 3. Can't get it to go. And it's Boston the other way. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
And here we go. The first in what will be a 3-game season series between the two teams.
Yeah, no splits here, partner. One team will have bragging rights, and a win tonight is the first step.
Here's LeBron. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket. The shot by LeBron, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
No one near Turner as he lets it go. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Turner's got his first basket of the night. They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance.
Now here's Love. 11 points for him in that last game against the Magic in Orlando.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
Here's Smart following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Lee sets a screen for Turner. To the middle. Lee gets the bucket.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. LeBron kicks to Love. Pass to Mozgov. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Mozgov's got his second basket. The Celtics have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Now the dish to Zeller. Inside, here's Smart. Soft touch off the glass. Smart's got his third basket of the night right there.
And now we can see them really inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Now here's Love. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark right now. He's averaging about 19 points a game. Here's Smart. Feeds to Zeller. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Well, last year, Tyler Zeller both started and came off the bench, showed he could be an effective player, even when playing heavy minutes.
Yeah, if you look at the games that he played as a starter, he increased his usage, and it didn't bother his production at all.
And for Zeller last season, his numbers were the same or better as a starter. His scoring picked up a touch. Still had a great field goal percentage, too. So really solid production in this first couple of years.
As a point guard, you pass first. I mean, not when you can finish like this guy.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Austin with the ball, following the score by Cleveland. Bradley can't get it to go.
And I think the big thing for Zeller was that he found his role in the league. He knows he'll be an energy guy who has to make the most of his touches. And to his credit, he is nothing but a positive force on the floor. And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, impressive play in the paint.
Guys, it's all about persistence on the offensive glass. You just can't ever give up on a play.
The shot by Turner, no good.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Irving kicks to Love. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Smith's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Boston trailing. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Brad Stevens. There haven't been many players that have the physical prowess of LeBron James, and he knows that this is going to pose a lot of problems for his team. He told me the most amazing thing to him about LeBron was that he has the ability to be a force in virtually any position on the floor, from point guard to center. He can and does do it all, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks.
That's his 4th straight make right out the chute. He's setting a pretty high standard for himself here.
Just like you draw it up before you come out.
Now here's Smart. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Hornets in Charlotte. LeBron with the block. On up the court, and he gets it to go. And it's 6 points. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And it doesn't look like they'll be giving up on any plays tonight either. Their offensive rebounding has also been equally as impressive.
So the Celtics call timeout, their first. Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
Changes for Boston. Jared Sullinger comes in for Lee. And Jake Crowder's subbed in for Turner. A switcher also for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Celtics trail by 3.
No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
Now, here is Irving after the miss from Tyler Zeller.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Here's Bradley following the basket by LeBron James. They set the screen. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Bradley off the drive. Drains it from 17 feet out.
And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Now here's Crowder. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte. Here's Zeller. No good. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And James throws it down.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Smart kicks to Crowder. Pass to Zeller. Here's the screen. The second chance effort. Good.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Some changes for Boston. Urevko's checked in for Bradley. And it's Rozier in for Marcus Smart. Then for the Cavaliers, Anderson Varejau's checked in for Love. Jefferson comes in for LeBron. And it's Williams in for Smith. Now here's Irving. In the game against Orlando, very impressive. Here's Varejau. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Varejau's got his first bucket of the night. Here's Rozier. He's covered by Irving. Sullinger against Thompson. Urevko. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. Urevko's got his first points in this one. Irving kicks to Varejau. Sullinger with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Here's Zeller. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second-guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
And for Blatt, Greg, everyone did wonder if he would be the right fit early. As the season wore on, the Cavs got tougher. Those questions, Clark, went away.
Yeah, and I think most people forget that he's an iconic coaching legend overseas.
Good point, yeah.
So coaching is coaching. Sure, it's not the NBA, but this guy brought a pedigree and resume that was quite substantial.
On the wing, Irving. To the middle, here's Varejao, and the powerful one-handed slam.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now, and double stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
Here's Rozier following the score by Cleveland. That's tipped. Outside Irving. Here's Rozier. He's guarded by Williams. Sullinger pass to Rozier. Sullinger a screen on Varejao. 5 to shoot. And now here comes Williams leading the break. And Jefferson throws it down.
A surreal alley-oop that time, partner.
The pass, Clark, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Precision at its finest.
And guys, it had to be, because not nearly as easy a play as they made it look.
Here's Rozier after Richard Jefferson's basket. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Irving leading the charge. Got a piece of it.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the board for them.
Yeah, +5, as you mentioned. That happened. And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Now a timeout called by Boston. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
You can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
Celtics making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. .110 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Rozier, covered by Irving. Rozier, the pass to Sullinger. Goes to the fadeaway and pans it.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. Out left to the wing. Jefferson kicks to Irving. Back to Jefferson. Feeds it to Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. The shot is off. Now the Celtics take it the other way.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Releases from 15. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
They really impressed everybody with that comeback they had in the fourth quarter. I mean, it shocked the crowd.
I was stunned by that one, Clark. I mean, I did not see that coming. That fourth quarter performance could not have been any more different than what we saw in the first 3.
Outside Williams. to the inside. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Cavaliers lead by 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And Amir Johnson re-signed in Toronto. He's been a big part of this team for years, and he talked about their great fan support in Toronto.
Almost like a soccer atmosphere. I don't know if you've been to a soccer game overseas, but they're just always cheering, rowdy, jumping up and down, waving towels. It's just a great atmosphere. It's inspirational just to watch the support we have, and it's something that you want to play for the country.
A lot of fans south of the border in the U.S. are surprised when they learn how passionate, Clark, the fans in Toronto can be.
You know, Kevin, that's so true. I mean, when they get it going at the Air Canada Center, that place rocks. And it's great to hear Amir talk about how that pumps him up and makes him want to do it for Canada.
Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
It's been about the effort. Love the hustle they've shown here in the first.
Yeah, it's due to their hustle, as you said, Greg, and it's showing up on the scoreboard, too.
On the court for Cleveland, J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. And it's Williams at the 1 spot. Smith dishes to Mozgov. The kick out to LeBron. Cleveland moving the ball around. That's good. Love's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Cavs.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
LeBron James, by many surveys, and no surprise here, GA, the most popular athlete in America.
I mean, the highest paid player in the league. And you know what? He deserves it. This guy has really carried the mantra as the face of our game, as well as anybody. And I tell you what, people now are starting to acknowledge the guy also delivers when it matters.
Smith for 3. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Celtics trail by 5. Out to Turner. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
You can't miss those, but even the best.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, Clark?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
So it's the Cavaliers now. LeBron with it. He's coming off a 16-point game against Orlando.
And, of course, you cannot forget just how dominant his shot blocking was in that game. Just changed the entire complexion of that game.
And Turner throws it down.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
Smart misses. The Cavaliers leading by 3. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Shot is no good.
You know, just a little too fancy on that play.
Well, you don't want to force any play, but particularly the alley-oop. You'd like to try that when it's wide open.
Lee sets a screen for Smart. Over in the corner, Turner. Turner missing again.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And it's Smith finishing it off.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Bradley against Smith. Smart wide open. He fires. Knocks down the 3-ball. Smart's got 9.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Picked by Mozgov. In the corner, Smith with it. foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Well, safe to say that J.R. Smith has never been short on confidence, Clark, his entire career.
Yeah, he's always been a guy who could actually play with confidence and back it up. When he's hot from the floor, he can take over games single-handedly.
And for Smith and his confidence, last year, even he said he's on pace to be one of the best shooters the game has ever seen. So obviously not lacking in belief in his ability.
Tyler Zeller's checked in for Amir Johnson. That one misses.
And not sure if I can agree with J.R. Smith's assessment that he'll be one of the greatest shooters of all time, but he's pretty deep into his career at this point. Maybe he's hoping for a Kyle Korver type of career after 30 years of age.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised to see them double up here.
I agree with you, Clark. They have not been successful with their single coverage. And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers around midseason, Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key.
For J.R. Smith playing alongside LeBron and Kyrie last season, he knew he had a chance for a ring. You know, Clark, he played like it most of the time.
He sure did. I mean, instead of having to create offense, the offense was created for him, served up perfectly for him, and all he had to do was knock down open jumpers, and as a result, his shooting percentages rose after the trade.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Marcus Smart was drafted the Celtics as their future point guard. He came in with a lot of work to do and a skill set that people really liked. But his first season, Clark, was a roller coaster.
Yeah, it really was. He was an off guard in high school and in his first year of college as well. Really only played full-time at the point the year before he was drafted.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And for Smart, though, he still has a lot of work to do on his ball handling and passing. His shooting, I think, exceeded some people's expectations. 37% from the field last year was subpar, but his 34% accuracy from 3 was solid. Finally started going straight up on his jumper instead of leaning in, and his release looked money.
LeBron drives in.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
Guys, I think free throw shooting, and Steve, you can speak to this, is all about rhythm and confidence, and he hasn't been able to establish any rhythm there this season.
And both free throws good for LeBron.
It's been a solid outing for LeBron. He's got 8 points, and there's a nice number in his assist column as well.
It really has been, Clark. He's created a lot of open looks for his teammates. Very unselfish play from him today.
You know, you talk about Smart cluster field goal percentage. Once he gets more comfortable with his ball handling and adjusts to the NBA, I think he'll convert more at the basket. That'll also create more drive and dish chances for him as well.
And Turner kicks to Lee. They set the pick. Back to Turner. Lee sets a screen for Turner. From the arc. Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's Dellavedova missing. Celtics trail by 6. And Turner kicks to Smart. Gets a very good look and converts. Smart's got 9 points in the quarter.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Love wide open. He fires. Good, and the assist goes to James. Love's got the lead up to 7 now for Cleveland. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from the outside since the start of the second quarter. Now Smart, 15 points in the game, and the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Love outside. Passes it to Mozgov. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing. Well, LeBron James long considered the greatest player in the league. He's got some competition now, though. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden, all playing well last year. There's no better player in the league than King James.
Well, Clark, you look at LeBron's career averages right now, around 27, 7 and 7. Hard to argue at this time he's not the best player in the league.
Well, you know, he might not always win the MVP award, Kevin, but that doesn't really matter. I think he's the most feared player in the league, and he proved he can carry a team in last season's NBA Finals. Clearly one of the all-time greats.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
I mean, he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Celtics trail by 10. Here's Turner. Busted. No good that time either.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Love, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Boston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Bradley against Smith. Will it go? And no problem for Bradley as he finishes at the rim. Bradley's got 6.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Turner with it. He's picked up by LeBron. From past the arc. Again, the miss by Turner.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter. Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep. Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
The drive by James.
You know, guys, that's what he does. He just loves to play that kind of attacking basketball.
On the wing, Turner. Zeller, a screen on LeBron. Mozgov with the steal.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was way too late that time.
Last year for the Celtics, they weren't exactly world beaters at home. Still good enough, though, to get the job done.
Yeah, just a game over 500 here in Boston. Not great, but at least it was over 500 for a young up-and-coming team.
That free throw, no good.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and I'll tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
Man, and it's really served them well. Seeking out the contact you mentioned and putting pressure on the defense.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Sellinger's checked in for Lee. Urebko comes in for Evan Turner. Crowder, he's checked in for Avery Bradley. And it's Rozier in for Marcus Smart. Sullinger outside. There's the pick. There's the pass to Crowder. 5 on the clock. Back to Sullinger. Urebko inside. Working on James.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And he makes the first.
And, you know, for the Celtics at home, they were able to get wins by playing tough defense in front of their rabid fans. Their offense virtually the same as when they were on the road. The defense was the difference at home.
Williams, he's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. And so Irving nails both of them.
And as you said with the Celtics, it was the D at home that helped them get wins here. They'll want to be better than one game over 500 this season to get back into the postseason.
And the rejection by James. Thompson comes with the double team. Goes back up. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down. The basket from Crowder. Cleveland's gone to a step beyond the arc in the second quarter. And that one's good by LeBron. James has got 13 points now in the quarter.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Lays it in off the breakaway. And the Cavaliers lead by 16.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Sullinger the screen. And it's Rozier missing.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it. Well, that was a max-range alley-oop pass there, guys. It's got to be. I don't know if anybody's throwing one any longer.
That's just crazy.
And how high did he have to go to make that catch? That's what makes it even more unbelievable.
And the shot's good from Crowder.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Irving passes to Bergeron. Ball's knocked loose, and there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Johnson, he's checked in for Tyler Zeller. A switch here also for Cleveland. Jefferson's checked in. Johnson dishes to Crowder. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Rozier. Sullinger the screen. Rozier the pass to Sullinger. Second shot opportunity. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Some great shooters here. Let's check out the league leaders. You take a look at Mozgov, a great player, second in the league. And of course, Tristan Thompson.
Well, both of these guys, Kevin, have had 2 of the highest shooting percentages this season. And even if the fans haven't noticed it, the coaches and their opponents have noticed it, that's for sure.
First one falls for him. And watching Amir Johnson, Clark, he seems so casual about silently destroying opponents in the paint, and he's carried that air about him almost his entire career.
You know what? He's rarely had plays called for him, Kevin. He doesn't produce a bunch of highlights, but he's really potent. I mean, one of the league's best at defending opponents at the rim, grabbing in-traffic rebounds. Those both are valuable assets.
Talking about Amir Johnson, he's really the last of a discontinued model, if you will. When the Pistons called his name in the 2005 NBA draft, the year before the rookie age limit was put in place, he became the last 18-year-old drafted into our league. And it did take him a number of years to kind of get up to the pro speed.
And here's Crowder. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Johnson kicks to Jerebko. That's tipped. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Verija. Here's Rozier, who's covered by Irving, and the basket by Rozier.
Guys, did you know not once in Johnson's 10 seasons has he averaged more than 11 points or 7.5 rebounds a game? Sometimes he doesn't even start, and yet there's a certain sect of followers who feel Amir Johnson was among the most valuable, efficient players in the league.
And you know what, just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
And that one's good. 14 points for Kyrie Irving.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
Here's Rozier, and some very quick points for him on that possession. 50 seconds left in the first half of the game. Outside Irving. The feed to Williams. Lets it fly. Rebound by Johnson. Celtics trail by 15. Here's Rozier. He's got 6. He kicks it to Johnson. Dishes to Crowder. 6 on the shot clock. Williams comes with a double team. Shot by Crowder, no good. He lobs it up, and Jefferson throws it down hard.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning, too.
But, guys, the pass, for me, even better. He absolutely put that on a platter for him. And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
Well, it's been a bunch, and I think it's made the difference in the game. I mean, they've actually done a great job on the board.
And through one half, it hasn't even close. Cavaliers ahead, leading by 17. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, I've got Kevin Love here, and Kevin, I know you're tired heading to the locker room, but after starting off a bit slow, you guys really started to pick it up out there.
Well, we had a slow start on defensive end, first 2 minutes, but we started to get it going on the offensive end, and we feel good.
That was a winded Kevin Love, Mr. Harlan.
All right, Doris, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 19 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists. It's really great to see him back to what appears to be top form coming off the injury. There's a sense of reassurance that he's healthy after the first 2 quarters back. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing? And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
On defense, they've been all over the place, especially when it comes time to protecting the rim. They struggle in a lot of areas, but they got to toughen up inside. It's a tough matchup for them right now, but that interior presence has to improve if they want to chip away at that deficit.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to get started. Now back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We will see you later.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
How about the magic touch he had on display there in that first half in terms of finding his teammates? Just a plethora of assists.
Plethora, you're going deep into that dictionary of yours, man. It's not a common occurrence with this guy, though. Typically, he's more of a finisher, but that's not been the case in this one.
Bradley and Turner filling out the perimeter. David Lee is out there with Tyler Zeller, and it's Smart in at the point. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half. Kept alive. There's Mozgov.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up Greg with heavy-duty GM on his mind with a terrific putback.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up. Pigeon.
Here's Turner. Kicks it out to Bradley. There's the triple. It's hauled in by LeBron. LeBron's got his third rebound tonight.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball. And now one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
Stolen by Smart and pushing it up. Here's Boston. Kyrie Irving with the rebound.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. To the inside. Mozgov goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Avery Bradley.
Flying high.
That's right there, guys.
And really, he does that when signature move once he goes airborne.
That's a good move.
Free throw off from Mozgov.
Bang, upper bang,
strong waves in the East. I mean, they kept fighting and fighting all season long, and they ended up in the playoffs because of that.
The Cavaliers leading by 17. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And here's James outside. And Boston with the rebound.
Bang.
Zeller's got 4 rebounds in this game. And for the Celtics, 28 of their 40 wins on the season came against the East. Not impressive, but it got the job done in a conference which could be had at times, obviously.
That's true, but what should be noted, Kevin, about the Celtics against the East is just how well they played against the Eastern Conference playoff team.
Right.
They shot a lot better and executed a lot better as well, so you can see them stepping up their game against the competition.
On the wing, Irving. And stolen by Zeller.
That's a
Smart with the ball. Another shot, and the ref unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, let him get away with that.
It's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
First free throw is good.
Zeller doing all sorts of things. 12 points now and 3 great steals. He's gotten after it on the boards for them as well as in the transition game.
And I like the fact that one has really fed into the other.
And so Zeller nails both of them. The Celtics really seemed to get better as last season wore on, too. GA finished the year looking very dangerous.
Kevin, with the Celtics, they were dynamite after the All-Star break. Had the second-best record in the Eastern Conference post-All-Star.
And that'll prompt Brad Stevens to break right here. Timeout taken. LeBron against Turner. Kicks it to Smart. Now here's Lee, who provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. That's good.
You know, one of the big things for the Celtics after the All-Star break was they played smarter. I mean, they went from the middle of the pack in terms of turnovers to a team that rarely made mistakes.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, that's a good point about the Celtics and their turnovers. Last year, after the All-Star break, they were 4th in the league in limiting their mistakes. They played well beyond their years down the stretch.
And that one's good.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And Turner kicks to Zeller. He feeds it to Lee. He dishes it to Smart. Shot clock at 5. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And James throws it down hard.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. A good look from Bradley. Cavaliers with the rebound. Mozgov's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And James with the basket on the assist by Smith. Smith's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Smart with the ball. He's got 17. Outside Bradley. Wide open look. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. Bradley's got 4 this quarter. The Cavaliers leading by 15. Pass to Love. The 3. They get the rebound. The second chance effort. And the layup good by Mozgov. Mozgov's got 14 points.
Plays like that, the hustle plays on the backboard, the second chance points that have really caused problems all day for the defense.
Picked by Lee. Back to Turner. Off the pick. And the layup is good. He's got 10.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
James outside. In the corner, Smith with it. From outside, off the mark. Celtics trail by 15. Here's Turner. Good for his 6th make, and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going down. That's exactly how you want to do it.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Irving with the steal. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Smart. And the rejection by Love.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot.
And for Kevin Love, such a big part of that Minnesota Timberwolves franchise. I mean, they drafted him 5th overall back in 08. And really, he had been their catalyst his entire career. Even last year when he decided he finally wanted out, he helped the Wolves land Andrew Wiggins in the trade that shook the league.
And Turner kicks to Smart.
Boo.
And that one's good. Smart's got 19 points. Cavaliers leading by 13. Outside Irving, out to the right wing. Mozgov wide open. He fires. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
Hammering down with the two-hit. And it's slammed.
Just piling on the
Yeah, but I'm stepping up off
6 to shoot. Zeller setting the pick for Smart. Back to Zeller. And stolen by James. Down low. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And that's how
slam
at the other end.
That's cool.
Like Greg Anthony right there. If I can say so. It was really a case of a
That's the best every triple football alive.
I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
To the right side. For 3, Love.
Step in it. That's it. That's it. No.
Rebounded by Smart. Celtics trail by 15. Bradley can't get it to go. Cleveland's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. And James throws it down.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Smart kicks to Zeller. To the paint. Here's Lee. Played in with a nice touch. Lee's got 6.
He always knows where his teammates are going. Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
LeBron against Turner. James dishes to Mozgov.
Dude.
Makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Kevin, I tell you what. Really hard to stop.
Yeah, he can get up.
And that's how the game is played on the inside. You can play over the top.
Smart is playing well. He's got 21 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
And Clark, he's really gotten into their heads because of it. I mean, guys are on the lookout for him, always worrying about where he is.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Cleveland.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well.
Have a
transition.
And a new group in for the Celtics.
Jerry
Sullivan's was checked in for Celtics. Johnson comes in for David Lee. And it's Crowder in for Bradley. Cleveland has some changes. Anderson Varejao checked in for Mozgov. Tristan Johnson comes in for Kevin Love. And Mo Williams subbed in for Smith. Cleveland with a very strong year last year. They were a very solid team.
I thought before open with this all the basketball stuff. That was so bad. I should be out there over bad. The proof was the
on the road as most LeBron-led teams are.
Yeah, he's a special guy in terms of how he can elevate other players. Didn't start out hot on the road, but eventually got it together and ended up 22-19 away from home.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
The Cavaliers leading by 15. Thompson left side. Takes it from 10. So the Celtics will take it
and back to the Cavs.
And they're nothing. Yeah. Bad. But sometimes it was just a bit. That bad simple.
Play. Teams with a lot of new players
This is better than
especially evident when playing on the road. The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's top rebounding teams this season. Third spot, the Celtics.
You know, all season long, this has been one of the better rebounding teams in the league. And when you rebound the ball well, you limit your opponent's second shot opportunities, and you also give yourself some. Talk about being stingy on the road. That's what the Cavs were. I mean, could rattle off 4 wins on the road in a row, then come back empty from their next road trip. They did seem, though, to get stronger and more steady as the season went on.
Rozier is checked in for the Celtics.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket, using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
Now Irving, 18 points for him. There's the dish to Bergeron. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing.
What's happened?
Down low, Sullinger with the bucket. Sullinger's got his second basket of the night.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
And here we can check out the story on Kyrie Irving. The past month has been surreal. Averaging about 23 points per, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. And impressive numbers, no doubt. It's the kind of run we've come to expect from him.
Synergy. All elements working together. The game is coming easy to him right now.
Celtics making a switch here. Turner's checked in. And Cleveland also making a change. Dellavedova's checked in. The Cavaliers leading by 13. Out to the wing. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite. Assist.
6-second difference between shot and gameplay. Crowder kicks to Turner. Feeds to Uredko. The Celtics working the ball around now. Just 5 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's Turner. Nice shot from the wing. Turner
belongs to Evan Turner.
Here's Williams. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Cavaliers lead by 13. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Here's Williams. So on the floor for Cleveland, they've got Jefferson. Thompson is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's J.R. Smith, and it's Williams at the point guard.
And that tells you a lot about why the score is where it is. Lazy defense. Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taking shape here.
Jefferson passing to Thompson. It's stolen by Johnson. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Oh, and the jam by Sullinger.
Letting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that 2-hand.
Williams kicks to Thompson. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Bradley. That jam. Just beautiful.
And I love the fact that he didn't try to take on the defense himself. Great pass on the move.
Williams dishes to Thompson. Pass to Smith. Thompson sets the pick for Smith. Back to Thompson. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
And Turner kicks to Johnson.
Has open.
It's Bradley on the wing, covered by Smith. Bradley passes to Turner. Unloads from 13. Good D by Williams. Cleveland leading by 11. The pass to Smith. And he takes that one up and
Boy, he's just angry from the rim after
You can see which team now has the swagger Clark right now.
Yeah, exactly.
That's swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
Here's Sullinger. They get it back. Johnson, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Williams dishes to Love. Crowder with the steal. And now it's Bradley running. He can go all the way. Finished off the break. Bradley's got 7 points for the quarter.
Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting. Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 5-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard. And Evan Turner is one of those guys, he just gives you a little bit of everything. I mean, he can play multiple positions, handles the ball, he can pass it, shoot it. Kind of a Swiss Army jackknife who uses multiple tools to his advantage.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Great for Evan Turner. The one area where he can still develop in a big way is with the jump shot. Clark, 28% from 3 last season. Really is not going to make it.
Yeah, that's been the one stain on his game, the lack of that deep shooting ability, but everything else he can do. He can handle, he passes, he rebounds, but to be an elite player, he's got to be able to knock down that 3-ball better.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back.
That's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. He's been there most. It's consistent performance.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at, leading the fire.
Albert.